Let's jump right into the ultimate portable cooktop showdown. Whether you're outfitting a cozy apartment, upgrading your van life setup, or just trying to survive dorm life without, setting off the fire alarm, the portable cooktop has literally become a critical piece of modern kitchen gear.
Here is our roadmap for today. 1. The portable cooking boom. 2. Meet the contenders. 3. Speed and safety showdown. 4. The cookware catch. 5. Powering your cooktop. And 6. Making the right choice.
Section 1. The portable cooking boom. Small spaces, big demand. With all the options floating around out there, the absolute biggest question we need to tackle today is figuring out which device actually heats faster and fits your lifestyle without blowing a fuse or your budget. Because let's face it, when you're working with the counter space of a postage stamp, you just can't afford a misstep. It's actually fascinating to see how the market naturally splits based on what people really need. We're seeing tech-savvy urbanites and RV travelers heavily gravitating toward premium portable induction units. Then on the flip side, college students and office workers are scooping up those low-wattage, viral mini burners for quick coffee and ramen. And of course, you still have traditional home cooks buying heavy-duty solid cast-iron burners as those reliable, evergreen workhorses.
Section 2. Meet the contenders. How do they heat?
Okay, the fundamental difference here really comes down to physics. Classic coils and radiant burners rely on electrical resistance. Basically, electricity flows through a wire, the metal resists it, gets glowing red hot, and eventually transfers that heat over to your pot. But induction? Induction works like absolute magic. It uses copper coils to generate an electromagnetic field that completely skips the glass surface, interacting directly with the metal in your pot to turn the pot itself into the heat source.
Comparing infrared and traditional coil setups to induction, we see a really interesting trade-off. Infrared and coil elements let you use absolutely any cookware you own. Glass, copper, whatever you've got. But the major catch? Lingering, dangerous residual heat. That burner stays scorching hot long after you turn it off. Induction, on the other hand, keeps the cooktop surface remarkably cool and safe, but it's incredibly picky about the pots you put on it.
Section 3. Speed and safety showdown. The data drama.
Now, when we put these head-to-head in a literal race, it's not even close. In controlled tests, an induction burner boils 1.5 liters of water in just about 2.5 minutes. 2.5! Meanwhile, the traditional electric hot plate is lagging way behind at over 5 minutes. If you're a busy professional just trying to get dinner on the table, that time savings is a massive game changer.
This brilliant speed all comes down to efficiency. Induction captures up to 90% of its energy directly in the pot. Almost nothing is lost. Traditional coils? They waste more than half their heat, typically hitting only 35 to 45% efficiency. So all that wasted energy is just dumping straight into the ambient air, needlessly heating up your apartment in the middle of summer. No thanks.
And that brings us to a number that is absolutely crucial when we talk about high-density living: 68%.
Switching to an induction burner actually reduces cooking-related apartment fires by a staggering 68% compared to coil-based portables. Since there's no open heat and the unit automatically shuts off when the pan is removed, the National Apartment Association strongly endorses it. They've even gone on record saying that in high-density residential settings, induction isn't just preferable, it's practically the only cooking technology that really satisfies building safety codes.
Section 4. The cookware catch. The hidden requirement.
All right, before you declare a flawless victory for induction and toss your old hot plate, we've got to talk about the catch. Because induction relies completely on electromagnetic energy, your beloved glass pots, those fancy copper pans, and your standard aluminum skillets simply won't work. The stove won't even turn on. You absolutely need ferromagnetic cookware. We're talking cast iron, enameled iron, or magnetic stainless steel. Luckily, there is a super simple way to test the pots you already have in your kitchen. It's the 5-second magnet test. Just grab a standard magnet off your fridge and see if it sticks firmly to the flat bottom of your pot. If it clings tightly, you're ready to cook. If it slides right off, well, you're going to be shopping for some new pans.
Section 5. Powering your cooktop. Behind the watts.
Let's dive into a vital consideration here: the electrical demands. A typical 1800-watt induction burner draws about 15 amps of current. Now, why does that matter? Well, most standard household circuits in North America are rated for just 15 or 20 amps total. That means if you try running your induction cooktop on high while simultaneously running the microwave or maybe a space heater on the exact same shared circuit, you are almost guaranteed to trip the breaker.
Also, if you're planning to take your induction cooking off-grid via solar power, you've got to plan ahead. First, you absolutely must use a pure sine wave inverter to keep those sensitive electronics safe. Plus, you have to account for the startup surge. An induction burner can pull 2 to 3 times its rated wattage when it first kicks on. So, to safely run an 1800-watt burner, your inverter needs to be rated for at least 2000 to 3000 watts just to handle that initial spike without shutting down the whole shebang.
Section 6. Making the right choice, your personal guide. So, we've laid out all the data, the technical quirks, and the cookware catches. Let's synthesize this and find your perfect match. If you're on a super tight budget, cook only occasionally, or really just want to use your aluminum mocha pot for your morning espresso, a reliable traditional coil or infrared hot plate will absolutely get the job done. But if you're cooking daily in a tiny space and you value fast heating, energy efficiency, and safety above all else, the portable induction cooktop takes the crown, hands down.
And before we wrap, we really need to put a couple of persistent myths to bed. First up, just cranking a resistive hot plate to max does not magically make it heat the pot faster. It still has to physically heat the coil up first. And second, a lower upfront price doesn't actually mean lower lifetime costs. Sure, a $25 coil is cheap today, but it might cost you $70 a year in wasted electricity. A premium induction unit will easily pay for itself in long-term energy savings.
As we wrap up this explainer, I want to leave you with this final thought. With these highly efficient, portable plug-in induction units now matching and sometimes even beating the power and speed of full-size ranges, is the traditional kitchen stove on the verge of extinction? I mean, could the kitchen of the future literally just be a beautiful, empty counter where you pull out an ultra-thin induction pad only when you need it? Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next analysis.